Jetzt sind wir live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the V Experiment. I was thinking of something smart to say about how a letter can change your life, and I was thinking about it. I will still need some time in order to make it a little bit more funny. Today, we are going to have with us Florian. Florian, how are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I texted you and you answered, and it's very, very a casual thing for me to do in 72 hours a podcast. Florian Kräft, you are with the company Vici Post. What do you want to tell me about yourself? What is Vici Post? And I have a lot of questions. Please,
Yeah,
the stage is yours.
sure. Thank you, first of all, for having me. And yeah, I think it's always a pretty nice thing to have like speed in it. And as you said, we met like 2 days ago, and now we're live here. And I think speed and something creative is something that was a big part of my life in the last years. I had like the focus in marketing. I have an online marketing agency. And now I'm moving to new projects, and the project is Wikipost. And what we do with Wikipost is to enable businesses to send physical letters to their customers, to their clients, and that's basically the core of it. But the focus is to have really like personalized letters. So it's not just to say, "Hey, Paul," and then you have like the standard text, but even the text in the letters, they are personalized. So we use AI for that.
We are going to go on the specifics. Who thought of this? Who thought that there would be there's a market open for this?
Good question. So I had a client, and he wanted to try something new, something like creative. And I got a letter from a business that I'm working with a few weeks ago, and no, actually a few months ago. So it stick in my head, and I thought like, hey, this was like a letter, and it was like personalized, and the person really took the time and wrote the letter for probably like some minutes, um, and really took the time and texted me and sent me the letter. So this one stick in my head, and I thought like, this is pretty nice, but it took ages. It would take ages for like bigger businesses to really like do that, and really like have a solution to scale it. And then a client approached me to find like a creative way to like contact or approach other businesses, because they want to acquire the other businesses, and they thought of a personal and creative way to approach them. And then I connected those two things, and we like programmed the solution for them. And then I thought like, hey, this is genius, or this is interesting at least. But yeah, there's not really like a solution that I found, or that I could think of, that really does like such a personal letter. There are personal letter solutions, of course, but not that personalized. So we developed it, and then we thought, oh, that's pretty nice. We want to go deeper in it.
How long has the company been alive?
Just like 1.5 months right now, so pretty
This means
pretty new.
it's actually at the beginning, at the beginning,
Absolutely,
at the very yeah. Okay. Um, I wanted to ask you something more. You said you thought about personalized. What do you mean by it? What do you mean by personalized?
and with personalized, I really mean like that we are going deep into the CRM systems of the clients that we are working with. For example, like in your niche with hotels and this kind of stuff, every hotel or every like professional hotel probably has like a CRM. So they save the data of their guests, for example, in which room they stayed, in what time frame they stayed, for example, like 2 weeks in August, and they have the specific date. They exactly know, for example, maybe even the view of the room, if we think of that. So we can create a letter to really like approach the hotel guest in the name of the hotel, to really say something like, or to have like campaigns like, thank you for your stay, or we are looking forward to see you, or even like news about the hotel. Can you still hear me?
Yes. I'm very focused on what you're
Okay.
saying.
Just your picture was like a little bit pixel, but all right. So we set up different campaigns with the clients. For example, like a thank you campaign, where we can see, okay, the guest stayed in the hotel for 1 week, and it was like 2 months ago, or a quarter of a year ago, and the next stay could be very soon, for example. So they can send him a letter and say, hey, we hope you enjoyed the stay in room number whatever, or the junior suite or whatever, and that you also enjoyed the for example, spa, when you can see, okay, he booked the spa, or he booked any like add-on massage or something like this. You really can like go super deep in it, and of course you have like a framing. That's what I mean with the campaigns, that we know, okay, we are texting about a specific topic, for example. So it's not just like we are giving it to AI and do whatever you want, but we have like a focus. So the result will be like super like clean and focused, as I said. So yeah, that's basically it. It's super personalized, as if the hotel manager or whoever is working in the hotel really took the time, thought about like all the information that they have about the guest, and really like wrote it personally, which would take like probably 10 to 20 minutes.
It's like, per letter. It could take so much, because you have to cover all the information and see how the anniversary went, the champagne in the room, or the wine, or the spa, as you said. But I was thinking, this is actually a very, very good tool, not only for the hotels, because if you think about it, it's about everything. If you buy a new car, if you go to if there is a complaint, or if you wanna do a feedback, you can use it anywhere, correct?
100%. So we're working with like hotels, or like talking to hotels right now to really like set it up. Then, for example, jewelers, like watch sellers, or businesses who sell watches, like really like premium products, where you say, okay, a person is buying like a very expensive watch, and they can see in their data, okay, the average client buys the next one a quarter of a year later or a year later. So we can really like focus and say, hey, first anniversary of your watch, congratulations, we hope you still like it. And then they get a personalized letter, for example. Or vets. We're also working with vets. So people go to the vet, for example, the dog or the cat, they get a operation. What is it called?
Surgery, operation.
Surgery, yeah, surgery.
Yeah.
Surgery, and a week later, the owner of the cat or the dog gets a letter and says, "Hey, we hope that name of the dog, like Paula or whatever, is going well and everything is working out well. Please contact us if you have like any complaints, or if you see that your dog is hurt or whatever. We hope she's getting well soon." So something like really personalized, where the person would take 10 to 20 minutes to write the letter. And there are like hundreds of businesses, for example, also like agencies to acquire new clients, also way many different niches.
Yeah, it's not only about, as you said, it is for premium brands, and only it's more sentiment. You're putting the soul inside the letter.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a little
the
bit.
thing is, it's not only for premium. Yes, it's yeah. I have a problem. This is the problem with life. It's about putting all the feelings that you have into letters and send it with a letter because
Yeah.
it's very important. And I was thinking today just about how to use the phone in the room because everybody.
Not sure what's happening.
Could be that it's me. It's not you.
Yeah, I was alone in the call right now. You
Yeah,
left.
no worries. You drank some water. Let me drink some water because we have like 30 degrees here in Thessaloniki. I don't know.
Nice.
Where are you at the time?
In Paphos, Cyprus. So similar when it comes to the weather. 29, something like this.
Yeah. How is how open are business owners and managers on the concept? Can you give me a small feedback? Yeah, I don't want you to be rude about them because I know some of
Yeah.
them are very rude. There
Right.
are those owners that say, "Oh, this is stupid. I don't want it,"
Yeah.
and there are those that are skeptical, but
Mhm.
they think of it. How is it
Yeah.
until now?
100%. Good question, because like the focus for me right now is to really like activate, I would say, my network, because in the last years I was working in marketing, as I said, and had many like clients in a premium niche, so where the product would probably fit. So I'm contacted them. The feedback actually was very open, but I think it's still a matter of how I communicate the product and the solution, because personalized letters in general, it's like nothing new. Everybody got it once or twice or how many times, but how personalized is the question. I think that's what we are working on right now, to really like communicate it the right way. And I saw when I talked to business owners about the product that it's hard to touch or to realize how personalized it can be. For example, it can be when you're working with a hotel and you say, okay, he was staying there for 1 week in August, and why ever in August it was raining in exactly this time frame. Then you could also like go as deep as checking the weather in this time frame, like 2 years ago when he was staying there in 2023 in August for a week, and you see, okay, it was raining all week. So you could text him, hey, with the last day, there was so much rain. We hope you still enjoyed it. And we hope with your next day, it will be better, or whatever. So there's a lot of possibilities because we're working with AI and everything is like accessible with CRM and the internet, basically. That's hard for the business owners that I was talking to really like grab it. And that's what we are working on right now.
It needs time, believe me.
Yeah, 100%.
I've seen a lot of new companies struggling, not only because of the product, not because of the communication. It was because the market didn't. I say the market. Okay, people in power didn't understand exactly the value of what is there. I
Yeah.
was thinking, yeah, I was thinking a very good thing would be uh, automobiles, cars, which is also very, very, very important because it is your first car, your second car, your third car. We had a discussion, we didn't, because it's something that you think about. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if the cost isn't very big, you can do this with everything.
Yeah.
You can bring it back. You can go to a Walmart or a big, something like this, and somebody buys a washing machine, or because I've seen washing machines go with 1,500 euros.
Yeah.
It's a cost. Actually, it doesn't cost anything if you think you have already taken the money, but it's the gesture, as I say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like 100%. Of course, it's not for free to send those letters, but it's a cheap way, and at the same time, it's something that people are not really used to get. So they're not used to get really like a personalized letter with like signature, for example, and then the conversion rate, of course, is different than getting the fifth or sixth or 10th email a day of any kind of business, where I just like maybe it's already going to spam or whatever, but to really like have it in the mail, something different. So the conversion rate is also different.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see any emails. I get like 120 emails per day.
Same.
People want to
Same.
thank me. People want to sell me. People want to do things. I'm working and I'm concentrated on work. I had to if I got a letter, that would be interesting, because it is how's it called? People know that it needs time and effort, your time and your effort, in order to write this. You said 15, 20 minutes, and this is the magic of it.
Yeah, 100%. At the same time, there are like, there are many like creative ideas to really like put into the letter, and also a different or a new, I would say maybe a new, but actually like an old way to approach the clients or the customers. And the concept can be like, for example, to also include like QR codes to, if you want to place an upsell or something like this, with an individualized QR code, and you can check, okay, this and this person just scanned it, and now he's buying it or whatever. So yeah, many different solutions possible.
Give me just 1 second. I want to see something. I'm trying to see your website.
We are just actually like changing it, because
Okay.
I realized a few days ago, just as I mentioned, the way of communication, how we communicate the product. And for example, like we just signed a client, and she said, "Hey, I want to do it." And then we were like in the setup call and said, "Okay, what do we want to text in there? What's like the goal of the mail or the letter?" And then she just realized like what's possible with it. As I said, like for example, she's taking people to the woods. It sounds a little strange, but to walk around and to fast, like fasting, not eating for a week, to really like get healthy again and so on. And she said, "Hey, I want to send them letters because I have like 10,000 clients that I took to the woods in the last 25 years, and now I want to approach them again." And then she realized, okay, I can really put like the weather in there, because it's sometimes a factor. Sometimes they're walking around for a week and it's raining all day, and that can be like a topic. So it's really our challenge right now, my challenge, to really like communicate it the way that it's possible. And I actually like set up the new website. I would say it's not like live now, but if you like, I can share it. If you wanted to like pick like any idea of it, or I don't know what you wanted to share.
Yeah, if you want to share, you can share. It is a free. You can do whatever you want. Really, we are here. I'm very curious about new things, even if they are old, or they are coming back in trend. That's why I was very interested in it, because as you said, in a letter is I could say it's more like you can think of it as a gift, because it's something different. There it is.
Yeah.
There is your. I'm going to add it on stage.
Yeah. So I'm sharing the screen right now, right? You can
Yes,
see it?
yes, you are. Yes, I
Yes.
can see.
So excuse me for this still being in German, but this is like the English version, but it's not like 100% done yet. Also, like the logos, not our clients. It's just like the slider that we have right now. But yeah, basically, the idea is to have two kind of solutions. On one way to like enable businesses, for example, agencies, because I'm, as I said, from the agency background, to approach new customers or new clients, more or less, in this way to like, for example, scrape the agencies or scrape the businesses that are fitting to my agency, and then I can, yeah, also select important information about the business and reach out to them personally. As I said, that's like
Yes, you can
so
go. You can go to lawyers. You can go to doctors. You can
100%,
go
yeah,
to.
that's it.
to
And
it's a huge market.
for example, at the same time, you can also let's imagine like you have an agency for lawyers and for like two other niches. And for each of those niches, you have case studies. And we can use those case studies to also mention in the letter. For example, you're approaching lawyers and you have like a case study of lawyers. So then we can have one campaign where we reach out to lawyers with this special campaign, and with other case studies that we have, that you have as an agency, for example, you can reach out to other businesses, and we can mention everything like in the letter to really like personalize it as much as possible. Yeah, did you
Yeah,
want to say
yeah.
something?
No, no,
Okay.
no. I'm watching.
Yeah, then some metrics where it's of course a totally different open rate compared to emails. And after setting everything up, after setting up the campaigns, it's actually like 0 to no effort for the businesses. In the beginning, we have something like, it's called like human in the loop. So we give our clients the chance to like check each and every letter and say, hey, I want to send this, I don't want to send this. We have to like adjust a little bit, which is totally normal in the beginning when you're like working with the prompts and to really like program them in the right way. But when everything is going and we have like a campaign working, for example, birthday campaign for a watch dealer or something like this, then it's like working on its own. As soon, of course, when you have like the birth date of your customers, which is not always given, but sometimes. Then also having like case studies, as I mentioned, some are hotels, some are vets, some are online shops, where we like wanted to give our like future clients the chance to get an idea of what's possible. So people can click there and see, okay, this is something somehow like a letter that can go to the pet owner, or this one, for example, for an online shop and so on. So people get like a get an idea of what's possible. Yeah. Then, as I said, some campaigns. Those are just like 4 ideas. There's much more possible, but this is how it's like usually set up, and it's like in like marketing ways that the biggest
Yeah,
focus probably for most of the
it
business.
is. It is a marketing thing, okay. But I'm stuck on how such an easy idea, let's say, could help millions of business owners connect with their, because everybody has a birthday, everybody
Yeah,
has an anniversary. It doesn't matter. I
yeah,
have in my house, I have 4 birthdays, 4 anniversaries. I have a lot of things. This
yeah.
means if you as a business, or I as a business, have the data, then I can use the data and profit of it.
Yep, 100%. Like as I just mentioned, like the client, she has like 10,000 customers, and they are just like the data is just like sitting there and waiting for something to happen. And now she's like starting to reach out to them. and contact them to win them back, I would say.
Now, even if even it's marketing, you know how marketing works. You have been awarded, I believe, in 2022 in marketing. Uh, this is what you do. Okay, marketing is it's not about winning. It's about the brand to give it more value, to get people emotionally involved, and
Yep.
those are the most important things about the businesses, because money is money. Okay,
Yep.
I give money, you take money, but at the end of the day, the human factor is growing, because the younger generation, they want more of this. I don't know
Yep.
if you have a saying of this, but I believe that younger people want to have a personalized whatever. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. And at the same time, I think like it's a little bit tricky because like nobody does it, and that's why it's maybe like more or less like unexpected to get something like this. And this is something where it's like the magic is in this unexpectancy, I would say. When I get a letter of my vet, how my pet is going, it's like, if I imagine that, it's crazy. I would never think about going to another vet probably, even if I get a new pet, whatever. So just like the personal connection that maybe benefits from this unexpected approach.
Yeah, I've off the off air, I'm going to discuss something with you, because about the vet. There was something that I've read, like I saw it on a podcast like 1 month ago. But the whole concept here is, I'm very excited. So that you know, I know that I knew that your company is very fresh, it is new, and this means we are going to make another podcast in 1 year from now, so that you see
Sure.
show us how much you have grown.
Yeah.
And hopefully we do this even in either in Germany or in Cyprus or in Greece, wherever. But I could tell you, every business owner, this is not much money in order to what you have to gain for it. It's, I believe it's something that's everybody should do.
Yeah. I mean, like for us, for example, right now we are working with like bigger clients because we still work with like a setup and everything is still a little bit more manually. So we really like, for example, if we get a new client, we program it for them basically, which is like, yeah, done for you basically.
Yeah,
But
tailor made.
if it's set up once, then we have like the flow, and we can like accept like new clients to like copy it for them. And in future, we also like want to enable it for really like small businesses that can't afford like a 5K setup or like a 1K setup if it's like a little more general. But still, at the end of the day, you pay like €2. If it's, for example, like in Germany, you pay €2 to really like send a final letter, and it's like personalized. It's printed, it's packed, and it's sent. So it's basically all included. And then it depends like on how many details you want in there, how big like the setup is. But we try to keep it as affordable as possible, 100%.
Yeah, you said €2. I want to ask you something. How much does a coffee cost in Germany and in Cyprus? If you go out and take a coffee, how much does it cost?
350 probably nowadays. Like a
Yeah,
cappuccino, 350, 450, something like this. At
yeah.
least three.
You see the if you think about it, it's nothing. It is something, but it's the value cannot be put on paper. It's something. I'm very excited about this, and hopefully, I'm going to talk with some of my customers, um, because I believe that this is something that you know. I was talking with a friend of mine which is a holistic coach, and we had a discussion about how we need a 2 minute happiness in our life.
And what? I didn't get that.
2 minute of happiness every day.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
And I thought exactly the conversation when you told me what you are doing. It's about giving 2 minutes of happiness to your customers, which are already your customers or wannabe customers. It depends, but you are giving them 2 minutes of joy, and this
Yeah.
cannot be put on euros or dollars or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, like at the end of the day, for a business in Germany, it costs at least like 80 to 90 cents to send like any letter, and like to have like everything included with like a personalization, it's €2. So basically, not that much of a difference. But to really like get a letter and open it and to feel seen, I would say, is something that can be worth a lot for businesses. Yeah.
We cannot put a price tag on it, so that you it's not about being, because if somebody is miserable, you can make his hers day, and it's very, very interesting about this. Now, Florian, what I wanted to ask you, I forgot about what I wanted to ask you. Yeah, I'm getting old at the time. Nice. And what languages do you? Yeah, I remembered. What languages do you have at the time?
So we are focusing on, or like the businesses that we approached right now are focused in German, and in the US. So basically German and USA. But we also like had a client, and they are in logistics.
Yes,
Yeah.
logistics.
And so they have like clients basically all over the world. Some are in like South of America, and they speak Portuguese, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's basically no problem to solve, because we're working with AI anyways. So it can translate better than any like translator.
Yes.
So that's like not a problem at all to have like basically any language. Also, if you have, for example, like a hotel, you have like guests all over the world. It's going well, and yeah, you can approach each of them in their language.
Now I want to ask you something, because it was something that I asked you when we talked on the phone the other days. Do you believe? Do you get the feedback that mentality has something to do with it? Because I told you letters.
Yeah.
Do you see the same with other countries, or how is it?
Yeah. So for now, only like in a positive way, I would say. So as you said, with Greece, they don't like to get letters. That was like the first time that I heard it from you. But when we thought about like the Portuguese clients, and the ones in the USA, they were very positive of it. And they thought like, hey, we did that manually a few years ago, but it was like too much work. But the people had like a good feedback. So I think there's like this and that, both ways, 100%, and we will figure out which market wants it and which one doesn't. But yeah, time will tell, I would say.
Time will tell, and as I told you, Greeks might not like letters, but they have a lot of in hospitality. They have a lot of Germans or people that speak and read
Yeah.
German as their guests. This means it is something that you have to take from one culture to another and put it inside, because it's as I told you, it's 2 minutes of joy. If you get a mail for somebody, you can think about it. 1 month from now, I'm going to send you a letter, and I'm going to, Fabio, thank you very much for our conversation. Yeah, we had a problem with the internet, but it went smoothly, and everybody was happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So like, as good as the CRM systems of the businesses are, I would say, or like as good as they are like worked out, and as much data is in there, it can all be used.
every data should be used, but the problem is we are taking a lot of softwares without knowing 100% of the capacity that what we could do with them, and this is a problem. And what you are explaining is very, very simple. The more data you can extract from the CRM, the more personalized it's going to be. I can tell you about. Yeah, please.
I mean, like it total 100% doesn't make sense to put like all the data in there to have like a letter of 5 pages just to mention everything. But to like get creative, it's very important to have like an overview and then see, okay, we want this, we want that, we want to find out what the weather was, whatever. So really like to get creative. It's good to have like all the data.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you very much for sharing your story, because I believe you're going to be very successful and famous in the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to say, because in the summer, usually hoteliers don't do those things, but from September, October, they are going to run after you. And hopefully we're going to meet in expos in Greece. You should come. Yeah, I can tell you in which we are going to be, because it's very, very interesting what you do, and I salute. You should do this as hard as you can.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. Now, thank you everybody for being with us, and until next time, Florian, the next time we're going to do this in German. It's going to sound much easier for me also.
Nice. Looking forward
Okay,
to it.
thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Enjoy the weekend.